Hello friends. In this episode, we're diving into the fascinating world of US dollar coins as we explore the 6 most valuable and expensive pieces ever struck. From hidden treasures like the Susan B. Anthony and Sacagawea dollars to other iconic rarities, these coins carry powerful stories of history, rarity, and collector demand. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss the values and secrets behind these remarkable dollars. First up, we take a closer look at the most intriguing and often underestimated coin in American numismatic history, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark. At first glance, this coin might not look like much, especially in a dirty or heavily circulated condition, but appearances can be deceiving. Beneath the surface, this piece holds a fascinating history, a unique design, and an evolving collector demand that has cemented its place among the most valuable and expensive coins of its type. In this video, we'll break down why this particular issue matters, what makes it so collectible, and how much it can be worth today, even in less than perfect condition. To fully understand the significance of the 1979 Philadelphia Susan B. Anthony dollar, we need to step back into the late 1970s when the United States Mint was searching for a practical replacement for the bulky Eisenhower dollar. The decision to honor Susan B. Anthony, the women's rights activist, marked the first time in U.S. history that a real woman appeared on a circulating coin. The 1979 issue was the first year of production, making it historically important. Coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint carry the P mint mark, which was also the first year that Philadelphia used this mark on a circulating dollar. This historical context alone gives the coin a special place in American coinage. Looking closer at the design, the obverse features a right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, sculpted by Frank Gasparo. Her image is surrounded by 13 stars, the word Liberty, and the date, 1979. The portrait is sharp, bold, and meant to convey strength, although it received mixed reactions from the public. On the reverse side, the design is based on the Apollo 11 mission insignia, showing an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, and homage to the earlier Eisenhower dollar reverse. Together, these design elements blend social progress and space-age achievement, giving the coin both symbolic and historical weight. Even when found in dirty or heavily circulated condition, these details remain identifiable and important to collectors. Rarity is another factor that drives collector interest. While millions of Susan B. Anthony dollars were minted, most people quickly rejected them in everyday commerce, mistaking them for quarters due to their size. As a result, many sat in storage for decades, and circulated examples became far less common than one might expect. The Philadelphia P mint mark variety is notable because of specific striking characteristics, including the wide rim or near date variety that was produced in smaller numbers and is especially valuable today. Finding such a coin in circulation, particularly in very dirty or worn condition, is still considered an exciting discovery for collectors. Collector demand for this coin has been on the rise, largely because it represents a unique transitional period in American coinage. The Susan B. Anthony dollar stands out because it was the first small-sized dollar coin and the first to feature a woman, which makes it both historic and symbolic. While not part of the Wheat Penny series or earlier classic coinages, it fills a similar role within modern U.S. coins as a collectible that bridges history, design, and scarcity. Collectors appreciate the 1979 P dollar not only for its design, but also because of the story it tells about American society and its evolving currency. Now, let's talk about value. A standard circulated 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar in dirty or heavily worn condition may only trade for around $1,200 to $2,200. However, examples in uncirculated condition or those displaying the highly sought-after wide rim/near date variety can be worth far more. High-grade mint state pieces can sell anywhere from $3,000 to $4,200, while top-end examples certified by grading services can exceed $8,000 or even more, depending on condition and demand. This wide price range shows just how important factors like grade, variety, and eye appeal are when determining the true value of this coin. For collectors who want to pursue this coin, there are a few key tips. First, Focus on identifying the wide rim variety, as this dramatically increases value. Second, pay close attention to condition and grading. Even a small improvement in surface quality or luster can mean a big jump in price. Third, don't overlook coins that appear dirty or tarnished. Many of these can be carefully preserved or professionally cleaned to reveal their original brilliance. The 1979 Philadelphia Susan B. Anthony dollar is far more than just a small and often overlooked coin. It represents a turning point in U.S. coinage, combining historic design elements, social significance, and collectible rarity. Even in dirty or circulated condition, it remains a sought-after piece, and for those lucky enough to find the right variety in excellent shape, the market rewards can be significant. As you continue your numismatic journey, this coin serves as a reminder that even the most ordinary-looking pieces can hold extraordinary value. Stay tuned, because in our next video we'll explore another fascinating and valuable coin that every collector should know about. And secondly, we're focusing on the very rare and very valuable Cheerios dollar coin of the United States, the Sacagawea dollar from the year 2000 with the Philadelphia P mint mark. It's a coin that many people spent right out of their pockets without a second thought, but in one very specific and, frankly, very unattractive state, it commands a massive premium. Now, to understand why this particular coin is so collectible, we have to go back to its inception. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced in the year 2000 as a new golden-colored dollar coin intended to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. While millions of these coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, a very small subset of them were struck with sharper detail and a different reverse design for a special promotional campaign with Cheerios cereal. General Mills, in partnership with the Mint, placed 10 million new dollar coins in boxes of Cheerios to promote their circulation. These promotional coins are the key to this entire story, as they are fundamentally different from the coins you would get from a bank. The history and context of this coin's minting are crucial. In late 1999, the Mint needed to promote this new dollar coin to ensure it wouldn't fail like its predecessor. The Cheerios promotion was a huge part of that launch. What makes the 2000 P Cheerios dollar unique is its reverse side. The regular issue coins feature an eagle in flight with standard, less detailed tail feathers. However, the coins placed in Cheerios boxes, which were among the very first struck, used a master die that had much more intricate and detailed tail feathers on the eagle. This detailed tail feathers variety is the definitive characteristic of the Cheerios dollar, a mistake that was quickly corrected for the mass production runs, making these early coins incredibly scarce. When we examine the design details, the differences become clear under magnification. The obverse of the coin, featuring Sacagawea with her child, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, is the same on both varieties. It's the reverse where the magic happens. On the Cheerios variety, the eagle's tail feathers are sharply defined, with individual lines clearly separated and pronounced. On the standard 2000 P dollar, these feathers are merged together, appearing as a single, blob-like mass with little to no detail. This subtle but distinct difference in the die is what collectors hunt for, a tiny engraving variation that translates into a massive financial difference. The discussion of its rarity is where the story gets interesting for collectors. It is estimated that only somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 of these Cheerios dollars actually exist. The vast majority of the 10 million coins placed in boxes were spent into circulation, where they became worn, dirty, and mixed with the common coins. This brings us to the condition mentioned in the title, very dirty. Because these coins entered circulation, finding one in pristine, mint-state condition is the ultimate goal. However, even a coin in very dirty, well-circulated condition is exceptionally rare and valuable because so few survived at all. The dirt and wear are a testament to its genuine journey from a cereal box into the economy, a story that collectors are willing to pay for. In terms of collector demand and how it stands out, the Cheerios dollar is not just another modern coin. It is a pivotal era variety that marks the very beginning of a coin series. It is the 1909 SVDB of the Sacagawea dollar series. Its appeal lies in its fantastic story, its status as a first year of issue rarity, and its connection to a massive public promotion. It stands out because it is a modern coin that every collector has a chance to find in pocket change, yet it possesses the rarity and intrigue of a classic numismatic treasure. This combination of accessibility and elite status drives intense demand from both new collectors and seasoned veterans. Now, for the detailed explanation of its current market value. This is a coin with a massive range depending on its condition. A Cheerios dollar in that very dirty, well-worn condition, perhaps grading good or very good, can still easily fetch between $200 and $500 due to its sheer rarity. If you are lucky enough to find one in a lower circulated grade like fine or very fine, you are looking at a value ranging from $600 up to $1,200. But the real prizes are the uncirculated examples. Coins grading MS63 can sell for around $2,500, while true gems in MS65 and above have sold at auction for between $10,000 and $25,000. It is a coin that truly rewards condition. For collecting tips on this specific coin, your first step is to carefully examine every single 2,000 sacagawea dollar you come across. You will need a magnifying glass or a good microscope to clearly see the tail feathers on the reverse. Focus on the condition, but understand that even a dirty one is worth setting aside. The 2000 Cheerios dollar in its very dirty state represents a perfect storm of modern numismatics. It embodies a significant minting variety, an incredible piece of promotional history, and extreme rarity due to its accidental release into circulation. Its appeal cuts across all levels of collecting, offering the thrill of the hunt to newcomers and a serious, high-value challenge to experts. It is a tangible piece of turn-of-the-millennium history that reminds us that valuable treasures are still hiding in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by those with a keen eye. And speaking of discoveries, if you think finding a rare dollar coin is exciting, just wait until our next video where we investigate a seemingly ordinary Lincoln cent from the 1970s that was struck on the wrong planchet. It's a coin that looks and feels completely wrong, a mistake so massive it's worth over $10,000, and you'll want to check every penny in your car's ashtray after watching. That is coming up right here next week, so make sure you are subscribed and have notifications on so you don't miss it. And thirdly, we're talking about most valuable and rare United States, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the San Francisco S. Mint mark stands as one of the most fascinating and highly desirable treasures within the modern era of United States coinage. To collectors and enthusiasts, it represents more than just a dollar coin. It embodies history, artistry, and scarcity all in one. Even when discovered in very dirty or heavily circulated condition, this ultra-rare piece continues to captivate numismatists worldwide, as its unique story and market demand have elevated it far beyond its face value. Its reputation as a prize collectible makes it an enduring favorite in auctions, private collections, and investment portfolios. The historical context of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is deeply significant. First issued in 1979, the coin marked a turning point in U.S. numismatics as the first circulating coin to feature a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, the tireless women's rights activist. Minted at the San Francisco Mint, the Mint mark coins were often produced for collectors, with proof and circulation strikes both being issued. This release coincided with America's late 1970s shift towards smaller dollar coins, meant to replace the Eisenhower dollar. Although the public was slow to embrace the new coin due to its similarity in size to the quarter, it has since become a tangible connection to the past, reminding collectors of the nation's struggle for equality and innovation in coinage. The unique features of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar are what give it lasting appeal. On the obverse, the bold portrait of Susan B. Anthony faces right, with the word liberty prominently above, the year 1979 below, and the mint mark S clearly visible near her shoulder. The reverse showcases an eagle landing on the moon, a continuation of the design from the Eisenhower dollar, symbolizing America's technological triumph and the Apollo missions. Struck in copper-nickel clad, the coin measures 26.5 millimeters and weighs 8.1 grams. What makes the San Francisco issue particularly captivating are the proof strikes and varieties, most notably the Type 1 filled S mint mark and the Type 2 clear S variety, both of which collectors eagerly pursue. Rarity and condition play a central role in elevating this coin's desirability. While millions were minted, very few high-grade examples survive today without marks, wear, or heavy circulation damage. Finding one in very dirty condition may reduce its value compared to pristine specimens, but its rarity as a San Francisco issue ensures continued interest even among circulated examples. Proof strikes, particularly the 1979 S-Type II with the clear S mint mark, are far scarcer and are regarded as elite prizes in the series. Collectors often emphasize how difficult it is to find a flawless example, making well-preserved coins a challenge worth the pursuit. Market value for the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar varies widely depending on condition and variety. In circulated or dirty condition, examples may only bring modest premiums, but higher-grade certified coins command significant sums. Proof examples in top grades, PR 69 DCM or PR 70 DCM, have sold for between $1,000 and $8,000 at auction, with the rare Type II Clear S variety leading the way. The combination of historical significance, mint mark variety, and strong collector demand ensures steady appreciation trends, and this coin has proven itself a consistent investment in numismatic markets. For collectors eager to acquire the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar, several tips are worth keeping in mind. First, prioritize certified examples from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC, as authentication is crucial for identifying Type I versus Type II mint marks. When purchasing circulated or dirty coins, consider them as entry-level collectibles, but recognize the value of upgrading to high-grade proofs. Storage is equally important. Protective holders and climate-controlled environments prevent further deterioration. Joining collector communities or online numismatic forums can provide valuable insights into pricing trends, auction results, and authenticity checks, making the collecting journey more rewarding. The appeal of the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar extends far beyond its monetary worth. It embodies the courage of a woman who fought for equality, the technological triumphs of America's space program, and the nation's evolving approach to coinage. Its artistry, combined with the scarcity of certain mint mark varieties, transforms it into a coin that is both a piece of history and a financial asset. Collectors see it not only as a beautiful relic, but also as a long-term investment, ensuring its place among the most respected U.S. numismatic issues. Beyond its tangible qualities, the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar also serves as a symbol of how numismatics capture stories that extend far beyond metal and design. Each example of this coin, whether pristine in a proof set or found in very dirty circulated condition, carries with it the narrative of America's transition into modern coinage, the struggle for public acceptance of a new dollar format, and the honor paid to one of the most influential figures in the fight for women's rights. Its dual role as both a functional piece of currency and a cultural artifact enhances its mystique, drawing in not only seasoned collectors, but also new enthusiasts eager to own a piece of history. In this sense, its true worth lies not only in the auction prices it commands, but also in its ability to connect generations of collectors to a pivotal era in American coinage and social progress. The 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar remains a captivating and highly valuable collectible that bridges history, rarity, and artistry. Whether found in very dirty circulated condition or preserved in pristine proof grades, it commands respect and admiration from numismatists. Its blend of symbolic design, historical context, and market demand solidifies its position as a prized treasure in American coinage. For collectors and investors alike, this coin stands as a tangible connection to the past and a lasting addition to any serious collection, securing its legacy for generations to come. And fourthly, we're going to explore the ultra-rare and most valuable United States. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar from the Denver mint mark is a fascinating and highly sought-after piece that captivates numismatists with its unique place in American coinage history. While often overlooked in circulation due to its similarity in size to the quarter, this particular issue from the Denver Mint holds a special allure for collectors, especially when found in specific, elusive conditions. Its appeal lies not just in its metallic composition, but in the story it tells and the challenge it presents to complete a set, making it a prized treasure for those who appreciate the nuances of the hobby. The current market demand for high-quality examples remains strong, driven by a dedicated base of enthusiasts who seek to own a tangible piece of this transitional period in U.S. minting. The historical context of this coin is deeply intertwined with a national effort to modernize American currency and promote the legacy of a pivotal figure in the fight for equality. Minted in 1979 at the Denver Mint, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was the first U.S. coin to feature a real, non-allegorical woman, honoring the renowned suffragist who dedicated her life to securing women's right to vote. This coin was conceived as a high-tech replacement for the large Eisenhower dollar, designed to be more efficient for vending machines and daily commerce. However, its release was met with public confusion and rejection, largely due to its size, leading to vast quantities being stored in government vaults. The 1979 D issue is a tangible connection to this ambitious but flawed chapter, representing both a tribute to a great American and a monumental numismatic miscalculation. This coin boasts a distinctly modern and symbolic design that sets it apart from its predecessors. The obverse, crafted by Frank Gasparo, features a strong right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, encircled by the inscriptions Liberty, the date 1979, and the motto, "In God We Trust." The reverse presents a striking adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, depicting an eagle landing on the moon, which symbolizes American achievement and progress. This design element powerfully connects the coin to an era of technological triumph. The small d mint mark is located to the left of the date on the obverse, a key identifier for collectors. Struck on a copper-nickel clad planchet, it has a reeded edge, a diameter of 26.5 millimeters, and a weight of 8.1 grams, giving it a substantial yet familiar feel. When discussing the rarity and value of the 1979 D dollar, the condition of the coin is the paramount factor. The Denver Mint produced over 288 million examples, making it a common coin in circulated grades. Its rarity is not defined by mintage, but by its state of preservation. Finding a coin that avoided the wear and tear of commercial handling is the true challenge. A specimen in a very dirty condition, as described, would be considered heavily impaired and would hold little to no numismatic premium over its face value. The extreme value and desirability are reserved for coins in pristine, unimpaired condition. The appeal for collectors lies in acquiring examples graded mint state 67 or higher, where the original luster and sharp strike are fully intact, making such high-grade specimens genuinely scarce and highly competitive. The market value for a standard 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar in a very dirty, well-circulated condition is essentially its $1 face value. However, the narrative shifts dramatically when focusing on the high-end specimens that collectors truly prize. A 1979 D in flawless gem uncirculated condition, MS-67, can command prices between $1,000 and $2,000. The pinnacle of the market is represented by the finest known examples, those graded MS-68, which have achieved auction results in the range of $4,000 to $8,000. These values are driven by the coin's historical importance, its role in a complete set, and its stunning visual appeal when found with full mint luster and no contact marks. The market demonstrates a steady appreciation for these top-tier coins, solidifying their status as a sound numismatic investment. For collectors pursuing this issue, the strategy must be focused on quality over quantity. It is imperative to prioritize coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by leading services like PCGS or NGC, as this guarantees authenticity and objectively assesses the condition. When inspecting raw coins, one should look for pristine surfaces, a complete strike on the eagle's feathers and Anthony's hair, and original cartwheel luster. Purchases should always be made from reputable dealers or established auction houses to avoid cleaned or altered specimens. Engaging with the numismatic community through clubs and forums can provide invaluable insights into market trends and opportunities to acquire quality pieces. Despite its initial circulation abundance, The Pursuit of a Superlative 1979, D. Susan B. Anthony dollar in gem uncirculated condition represents the very essence of modern numismatics, where value is determined not by sheer scarcity, but by pristine perfection. The excitement for collectors lies in the hunt for that one exceptional coin that miraculously escaped the bags and rolls of its siblings, retaining its full, blazing mint luster and a completely mark-free surface, a true time capsule from the Denver Mint. This quest transforms an otherwise common issue into a challenging and deeply satisfying numismatic achievement, cementing its status not merely as a piece of currency, but as a miniature work of art and a coveted prize that continues to captivate dedicated enthusiasts. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar embodies a compelling blend of historical significance, artistic merit, and numismatic challenge. While a dirty, circulated example is a common relic, the coin in its finest state is a prized collectible that represents the peak of quality for this series. It serves as a strong investment and a rewarding centerpiece for any collection dedicated to modern American coinage or the commemoration of influential women. Its lasting value and appeal to numismatists worldwide are assured by its unique story and the difficulty of finding it in exceptional condition. For any enthusiast, the pursuit of a high-grade 1979 D is a journey worth undertaking, offering a tangible and valuable connection to a pivotal moment in the nation's history. And at the end, we're exploring one of the most fascinating and surprisingly valuable coins in American numismatics, the Sacagawea dollar from the year 2000 with the Denver D Mint mark. While most people consider these golden-colored dollars to be common pocket change, the truth is that certain examples have gained recognition as highly collectible and, in some cases, extremely valuable. Even coins that appear worn, circulated, or very dirty can still hold remarkable significance in the world of coin collecting, making this particular Sacagawea dollar worth far more than just $1 in the right circumstances. The story of the 2000 D Sacagawea dollar begins with the historical context of the new millennium. In 2000, the United States Mint introduced this coin to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. The idea was to create a coin that stood out in design, appearance, and functionality, while also honoring Native American heritage. Struck in Denver and Philadelphia, millions of these coins were produced, but not all were equal. The Denver Mint coins often show unique striking characteristics, and certain production runs have led to varieties, mint errors, and examples that collectors today fiercely compete to own. It was a time when the Mint was under pressure to produce something fresh, and the result was this golden-toned dollar that still sparks discussion decades later. On the obverse side of the Sacagawea dollar, you'll find the portrait of Sacagawea, the Shoshone guide who famously assisted Lewis and Clark on their expedition. Designed by Glenna Goodacker, her depiction shows Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on her back, capturing both strength and maternal care. Surrounding the portrait are inscriptions like "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." On the reverse, designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., is a soaring bald eagle encircled by 17 stars, representing the states at the time of the Lewis and Clark journey. The coin's golden hue comes not from gold itself, but from a clad composition of manganese brass, which gives it the distinctive appearance that often makes it stand out when found in circulation. Rarity becomes an essential factor when examining the 2000 D Sacagawea dollar. While over 500 million were minted, survival in certain conditions is what makes the difference. Circulated and dirty examples may seem insignificant, but particular coins with rare striking errors or distinctive surfaces are the ones collectors hunt for. Notably, certain 2000 D Sacagawea dollars with misstrikes, die cracks, or unusual surfaces are far scarcer than the massive mintage suggests. Even in heavily circulated condition, some of these varieties can command premium prices, proving that not every coin is equal just because it carries the same date and mint mark. Collector demand for the 2000 D Sacagawea dollar stems from its position as the first issue of the series, often referred to as the first year of issue effect. Much like the first year of any popular collectible, these coins have a special aura of significance, and when combined with Denver Mint varieties or errors, they become highly desirable. Although the Sacagawea series never quite replaced paper bills in circulation as intended, collectors have embraced the design and history behind it. This coin stands out in the series not only because it launched the design, but also because it bridges the gap between everyday money and a piece of modern American history, making it particularly appealing to both new and experienced numismatists. When it comes to market value, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar shows a wide range depending on condition and rarity. In very dirty, heavily circulated condition, most examples might fetch only $1,000 to $2,200. However, when a coin with unusual errors or varieties surfaces, prices can skyrocket. For example, certain Denver mint-struck errors have sold for hundreds of dollars, and high-grade, pristine examples certified by grading services can bring in $5,000 to over $8,000. The most valuable are coins in mint state with flawless luster or those carrying dramatic minting mistakes, which makes them highly attractive to serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. For those interested in collecting Sacagawea dollars, it's important to focus on key aspects such as condition, grading, and overall eye appeal. Look for coins with strong luster and minimal surface marks, as these tend to hold higher value. Coins with unusual golden toning or sharp strikes are especially desirable. Even circulated and dirty coins should be examined closely for potential errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet issues. Collectors often find these coins in old bank rolls, inherited collections, or even pocket change, making the hunt both affordable and exciting. Submitting potentially valuable coins for professional grading is highly recommended, as it not only authenticates the coin but also secures its market value. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar represents more than just a piece of circulating currency. It embodies a turning point in U.S. coinage history. Its striking design, cultural significance, and role as the launch of a new dollar series make it a coin with enduring appeal. While not every example is worth a fortune, the potential for rare finds keeps collectors engaged, and the demand for first-year Sacagawea dollars continues to grow steadily. It is a reminder that even coins in less-than-perfect condition can surprise collectors with unexpected value. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar stands as one of the most memorable and collectible modern U.S. dollar coins. Its historical context, distinctive design, and wide range of values make it an exciting piece to study and collect. Whether found in circulation, passed down through family, or purchased from a dealer, these coins remind us that modern issues can hold just as much interest and potential as older, classic coins. For both new and seasoned collectors, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar deserves a place of recognition in any serious collection. What makes the 2000 Sacagawea dollar especially intriguing is its role in bridging everyday circulation with the world of high-end numismatics. Unlike older classic coins that are usually tucked away in collections or vaults, this coin still appears in pocket change, bankrolls, and even casino tokens, meaning valuable varieties could be sitting unnoticed in the most ordinary places. This accessibility, paired with the coin's unique history and design, gives collectors the thrill of treasure hunting, as every find carries the possibility of uncovering a piece worth far beyond its face value. And as we wrap up our deep dive into this fascinating coin, stay tuned because up next, we'll be exploring another remarkable piece of U.S. numismatic history, one that has stunned collectors with its rarity and incredible market value. You won't want to miss what's coming next in our series on the most valuable and expensive United States coins.